Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have another budget store find. And this time we have the classic board game Clue, the classic mystery game for 2 to 6 players, ages 8 up, brought to you by Hasbro Gaming. So you've probably seen 1,000 unboxings of the Clue game before. And you said, what makes this one so much different? I asked myself the same thing, but in this version of the game, there is a card revealing mirror, which is pretty cool. And I saw that and I said, you know what? My kids, again, I have 2 young children, one who's 8 and one who's 13, and they love to play Clue. When I saw this, I was like, this is really cool. I had to buy it. Again, I got this for deep discount. Also, you see the boxes taped together. I bought it at a budget store. Forget what I paid for it. Let's see the prices on here. No, it was relatively inexpensive. Oh, there it is. I got it for $3.99, and it was 25% off. So I was like, I have to pick it up. So let's see what it says in the back of the box. It says, "Who committed the murder in the mansion? Eliminate the suspects and discover who done it." 1 murderer, 6 suspects. Got Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, Miss Peacock, Mr. Green, and now you have Dr. Orchid. Changing it up just a little bit. This version of the game was released in 2017 by Hasbro. As you can tell, the box is pretty well banged up. But here's the great thing that's included in this box, which is the mirror reveals who, with what, and where. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So right off the bat, we have our rule book. Adult assembly required, ages 8 up, 2 to 6 players. Again, Clue, the classic mystery game. And I don't know about you guys, but I love Clue. Gives you a little bit of the invitation to the 30th birthday party and reopening of the house. Table of contents are right there. The setup, first time to play. Who did it, with which weapon, where. 2-player game. How to win, solve the murder. Move from room to room, making suggestions for who, with what, and where. Other players show you a card if they have one. Once you think you've solved it, make your one accusation. Press the button on the card revealing mirror to see if you're right. If you're wrong, you're out of the game, so be sure. And then it tells you how to play, roll the dice, move your character, use a secret passage, stay in the room, make a suggestion. Play, making suggestions, remembers, mark your sheet. At the end of your turn, again, the sheet, you gotta mark it up. Make an accusation. If you got the right person, you win. If not, oops, you got it wrong. 2-player or team game setup, make a suggestion. Making suggestions, the process of elimination, the accusation, secret passages, rolling the dice. And it tells you how to put the mirror together. Gives you some cautions about it. And all the good people, all the information about Hasbro Gaming, again, 2017. Again, for more information about this game, anything related to Clue, you go right there, hasbrogaming.com. So there is your instructions. Inside, you also have this background information here. It says, the invitations were delivered, the guests have arrived, the host has been murdered. Killed in cold blood for his inheritance. His uncle could have warned him who not to trust, but Sir Hugh is dead and buried. 6 colorful guests are now suspects. It's up to you to solve this classic murder mystery. Who killed Mr. Body? With what and where? So you got a little background information about Miss Scarlet, the Colonel, Mr. Green, Miss Peacock, Professor Plum, and now introducing Dr. Orchid. So let's read a little bit about her, because I believe she's new to this series, because normally that's not who's here. It's usually Miss Scarlet. No, it's usually someone else, not Dr. Orchid. So let's see what it says. Adopted as a teenager by Body, Orchid was privately schooled in Switzerland until her expulsion following a near-fatal daffodil poisoning incident. She was then homeschooled by the old housekeeper, Ms. White. Orchid decided biology was her future, and while researching her PhD in plant toxicology, unearthed a plant of incredible medicinal properties, a discovery she wanted to share with no one, especially her adoptive father. All right, so she's a new character introduced in this version of the game. So this pops out, and then we got all the other good stuff here. This pops out as well. So we push this to the side. Push this to the side. Get this box out of here. We start up, of course, we start with the game board. Again, the game board's a little more updated again. So here's our clue board. It's a small board, as you can tell. So let's start at the bottom. You've got the lounge. You've got where Miss Scarlet begins. You've got the hall. You've got the study. Starting points for Professor Plum. You've got the library. The billiard room, where your cards go. You've got the dining room. Move over this way so you can see a little better. You've got the kitchen, star for Dr. Orchid. You've got the ballroom. You've got star for Mr. Green. You have the conservatory, the start for Mrs. Peacock, the billiard room, the library again, and the center point. So that is your game board for Clue. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So there you go. And we'll throw our rule book out there as well. We also have a pad with lots of different pages in it. The pad is how you keep track of your who, what, where. So again, you have to pick who did it, with what weapon, and what room was he in. So again, was it green, mustard, orchid, peacock, plum, or scarlet? What did they use? Candlestick, dagger, lead pipe, revolver, rope, wrench. Where? Ballroom, billiard room, conservatory, dining room, hall, kitchen, library, lounge, or study. So you get a bunch of those. Everybody gets one of those. So there you go. You also have your Clue deck of cards. So let's take a look at your deck. You've got some clues also. So before I show you this, we got some new dice that they are included. So on a 1, you get a magnifying glass. You get 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you have to read the rule book as to how this, when you roll this, what happens. So you get 2 1s, what happens? There you go, 6 and a 4. So there's your. So here's some of your clues you get. Dun dun dun. All players reveal 1 card from their hand. Leave it face up in front of you. You don't say there's always time for good gossip. All players secretly show 1 card to the left. Airtight alibi. It couldn't possibly be. Name 1 suspect you want revealed. If shown, leave card face up on the table. Under pressure. Choose the guiltiest looking player to put 1 card from their hand face up in front of them. Scream. All players rush to the room of your choice. Wink wink. It couldn't possibly be. Name 1 location you want revealed. If shown, leave card face up on the table. Look what I found. It couldn't possibly be. Name 1 weapon you want revealed. If shown, leave a card face up on the table. Things that go bump in the night. Pick 1 player, both draw a card at random from the other and take a sneaky peek. Creek. Find a secret passage. Put this card in the room of your choice. Now connects to the other secret passages. So those are your clue cards, shall we say. And that's what those symbols are used for. Okay. You also have your weapon cards. You got your dagger, your candlestick, your lead pipe, revolver, wrench, rope. You also have your card deck for each of the rooms, lounge, And you're your characters. You're Miss Scarlet, Mr. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, Dr. Orchid. Got them a little bit out of order here. And then you also have the cards for the different rooms. You got the lounge, the dining room, the kitchen, the hall, the ballroom, conservatory, billiard room, library, and your study. And there you go. All your cards go there. So last but not, oh, nope, we got more stuff here too. Of course, you always get your famous weapons. You get your wrench. Oh, got them one at a time. You got your wrench, the classic wrench. You got the pipe. And you just take these and chuck them in any of the rooms. You have the revolver. You have the mighty candlestick. You have the rope. And you got the knife. And instead of pawns, you got some figures. So you have your different characters here. And they're decent sculpts, they're not bad. These are 28 mil figures. I'm going to say they could be 25 also, 25, 28 millimeter figures. So you got Professor Plum, you got Mr. Green, you've got this Cream of Scarlet or Dr. Orchid, not sure who is who. Yeah, Colonel Mustard. Mustard yellow, there he is. And that's Orchid right there, sorry, that's Orchid. That's Orchid, all right, so you have Miss Scarlet, Professor Plum, Mr. Green, Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, and you have Dr. Orchid. There you go. Those are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. Now, last but not least, you have this wonderful gadget here. You have a mirror, which is right here. Okay. So what you do, there's a part back right here where you load the cards in. So I'm going to you're going to take the dagger, put that in here. So you load them in. And let's just say it happened in the lounge. And Miss Scarlet is the one who did the deed. All right, so we got our card, 3 cards in there. Again, you do this without anybody looking. Okay. Oh, and it tells you here where you're going to put which one. Here. All right. So it looks like the person, the weapon, and the room. So there you go. That tells you how to do it. Again, I might not have done that right, but hit the button, and guess what? How cool is that? The dagger and the lounge and Miss Scarlet. Again, it's just a little bit of a change. Usually it comes with a little envelope. The envelope goes in the center, and you pop it open when you make your prediction. But again, this one here, to me, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Like it a lot. So there you have it. That to me alone was worth it. So this is everything which is included in this unboxing. And that concludes this unboxing of Clue, the board game, the classic mystery game for ages 8+, 2 to 6 players, brought to you by Hasbro Gaming, which includes our card revealing mirror, most important part of this edition of the game. Once again, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could always give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Of course, you could always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time that we release new content. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.